What's poppin'? It's your girl Kati back at it again with another video. If you're new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. And in today's video, KATIKREW, I will be giving you guys 10 tips on how to grow your hair. 10 hair tips for growing your natural hair, okay? Without further ado, okay, let's hop right into this video. All right, and let's go. All right, so number one on the list is follow everything that I said in my natural hair must-haves video. So go back, pause this video, go back, watch that video, then come back here, okay? Yeah, but seriously, follow everything I said in that video because I gave you guys a lot of tea, I gave you guys a lot of tips, all that, the products that work, things to do, and you guys should be following those things if you want your hair to prosper and flourish, okay? So definitely follow those things, especially the things like deep conditioning when you wash your hair, using a satin bonnet or silk bonnet, using a satin or silk headscarf. What else did I say? Using satin or silk hair ties, using shower caps when you're showering, using a satin lined pillowcase if you're not going to sleep with satin or a silk lined bonnet, you know, all those things. So go back to that video, my natural hair must-haves, and make sure you guys watch that and come back to this video and you can finish watching it. So all those things I listed in that video are things that you guys should incorporate into your natural hair journey so that your hair can prosper and your hair can grow and flourish and be beautiful, okay? Like this big afro behind me, okay? Let's move on to the next step. Or the next thing actually is trim your hair when needed, okay? So most hairstylists and people say you should trim your hair every 3 to 4 months, but depending on your hair, you might need to trim it more often or less often. So it all depends on your hair, and if your ends have, you know, dead ends, split ends, or are nagging, or when you're brushing it or combing, you hear the nagging, things like that, those will let you know if you need to trim your ends, or if you get single strand knots, or if you can see through your hair when you blow it out, like you can see right through it, then you know you need to trim it. But that's up to you to figure out. Next thing is apply little to no heat to your hair. So if you want your hair to grow and flourish, you should not be blow drying your hair every other week on high on like 400 degrees, or flat iron it every once a month or twice a month on 400, okay? Because that's not safe. And if you are going to be blow drying your hair maybe once every few months, make sure you're using heat protectant that's going to protect your hair, that you apply to your hair, that's going to protect your hair when you're blowing on the heat. And use methods to blow dry your hair where the heat is not directly going through your hair. Like instead of taking the blow dryer and using the blow dry attachment and just blowing it through your hair, maybe just have a comb gliding through your hair and have the blow dryer like this. As you're combing it through, the blow dryer is blowing on it like this or whatever. Those kind of methods have less manipulation and are, I think, safer to do when blow drying your hair. So it's up for you to figure it out, but definitely little to no heat on your hair, definitely, I would say. And sticking with a hair regimen. So with that, I'm saying, like in my must-haves video, find out what products work in your hair and what styles work best and stick into it. So when your wash day comes, whatever you're going to do, make sure you stick with it. For myself, I do the lock method. I always go in with spraying my hair with water, then I add my Jamaican castor oil, then I add leave-in conditioner, then I add a styling cream, you know, to my hair. And twist it, bantu knot it, braid it, whatever, wash and go it, you know, that's what I do. So you need to find something that works for you and just stick with it. Don't keep switching through products and changing things up all the time, because that can probably ruin your hair. And you know, like if something works for your hair, like a certain steps that you guys follow, stick with it and just use it. You don't want to overcomplicate things or your hair. So that's something I would just say for you guys. The next thing is don't play in your hair or don't let others do it too. So that's a big thing. Growing up, my mother used to always tell me, stop playing in your hair or don't play in your hair. Don't let people play in your hair, which is so true. As a kid, I used to always be messing with my hair, you know, twirling it, doing all kinds of things, like twirling it and messing with it and unraveling my braids all the time. And then people, like friends and people like teachers, would put their fingers in my hair, and it's like people putting their hands in your hair, like they can have germs on their hands which could be breaking down your hair, you know, causing the split ends and other things, damaging to the ends of your hair, and you don't want that. Like no one should be putting their hands in your hair, honestly, besides you, and maybe if you have a hairstylist, your hairstylist. And if you do have a hairstylist, I feel like it's important not for you to go to so many people to do your hair. Like you should have a certain person for certain things, and those people should actually be qualified in that field and know what they're doing to your hair too. I'm someone who doesn't let a lot of people play in my hair. Like, I have someone for braids. If I want braids, I have someone for locks, and I have someone for wigs or installs to my hair. I don't go to 10,000 people, okay? I don't. I only go to the same people all the time that who can actually do my hair. That's it, hairstylist. I don't go to any hairstylist. I really don't. And even the hairstylists that I do go to, I don't go to them really often. I go to them once in a while when I want to do a protective style. I don't go to them every other week because my hair needs to breathe, and I need to be able to take care of my own hair by myself as well and give it the tender, loving care that it needs. So I think that's really important. You not always playing in your hair by, you know, doing a lot of styles, or keep slicking it back, keep laying your edges 24/7, or keep doing things that are tight and pull your hair back, which could break your edges off, you know. So that's important. And also not allowing yourself to go to different people, especially people that are not experienced with your hair type or know what they're doing, or just adding things to your hair that shouldn't be in your hair, like harmful chemicals or doing harmful styles, and are not actually taking care of your natural hair. Like, it's okay to do protective styles, but you need to make sure that your hair underneath is getting protected as well. So, and that's also going into the next thing on the list, protective styling. So protective stylings that I like to do is wigs, because my hair is braided underneath, and I get a removable wig where I can still oil my scalp and, you know, oil my edges, the kitchen area of my hair. I'm able to oil as well and still take care of my hair and wash it in between while having the wig on sometimes. So that's something you can do. I also do braids. I also do twist styles, but that's rarely. I don't do protective styles often. I might do protective styles maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I don't do it every month or every other month because my hair needs to breathe. I need to be able to still take care of my hair well. So those are something that I keep in my hair for like a month and then stop and, you know, go back to being natural and having my hair out and taking care of it with my twist styles and washing goes and whatever else I do. I think that's something fun that you can do, protective styles, because that's a different way to give your hair, yourself and your hair, a break and just let it grow, and you can still care for it at the same time, and you can just do a cute, fun style. But I don't think it's something you should be doing often, like getting a protective style 10 times a year or a lot. I don't think it's something you should be doing a lot. And if you are doing it, make sure you go to people that actually do care for your own natural hair when they are putting in the protective styles for you. Or if you're doing it yourself, make sure you're still taking care of your natural hair, because sometimes people get protective styles and forget about their natural hair, and you don't want that to happen to you, and you don't want your hair to get messed up and broken and damaged when you take out the protective styles. Next on the list is low manipulation styles. So low manipulation styles are things that can last for several days. Like if you do twists today, that's something you can leave your hair into for like a whole week. Or if you unravel it and it's curly, you can leave that out for like a whole week. Doing things like a puff where you're not going to constantly be having to style your hair every day, those are like low manipulation styles where it's like you don't have to keep changing things up, you know? If you're going to put your hair in a bun, that's kind of low manipulation because you're not going to keep doing things 24/7. Even this style right now is kind of low manipulation because my edges are not laid underneath. I just have this headband on my head and I do my hair into a bun, and that's low because I'm not going to keep messing with it. And that's something I can do every day. So just things that are low manipulation are things that don't require your hands to be in your hair every day and 24/7. So that's something you guys would want to look into and try to do or incorporate into your natural hair journey. Don't use products with harmful chemicals. I use natural products. I try to stay away from things that are harmful chemicals that can break your hair and are just not good and can irritate your scalp when using them. So you guys should do the same. Stay away from dyeing your hair and bleaching. Products or things often have harmful chemicals, like I said, that will break your hair and often damage it. And you don't want that. So opt for color safety things, like if you want to do color, hair paint waxes might work better for you. They don't damage your hair can still be natural, and it looks good. The next thing on the list I would say is always oiling your scalp, oiling your edges, the kitchen area right here, the back of your head. Make sure you oil those maybe at least once a week or twice a week, the most, you know. I mean, not the most, but the least, once or twice a week. Doing that. Even when you have protective styles, make sure you're trying to moisture your scalp and taking care of your hair. If you're doing wigs, make sure you wear a wig cap to protect your edges, and let your hair breathe. Like if you have a wig that's removable, make sure you take it off. You know, wear it 24 hours every day for a whole month. Make sure you take it off, oil your scalp, oil your edges, oil the kitchen area of your head, and let it breathe. Even wash those braids, re-braid your hair, do things like that so that your hair can still grow and be, you know, feel alive. The last thing on the list would be wash your hair frequently. Some people have the natural hair and they won't wash it for like a whole month. I mean, some people say that makes their hair grow faster and longer. To each his own, but I would say try to wash your hair frequently. For myself, my goal is to wash my hair every 2 weeks, And if I can't wash it every week, I try to do that too, just so that I'm constantly taking care of my hair, oiling it and putting back just freshness and cleanliness to my hair. Because if you're sweating a lot and your scalp is getting wet constantly and you have product buildup, you want to wash it out. It's not good to keep that in your scalp for too long, I would think. So that's something you should do as well. And when you are washing your hair frequently, make sure you're deep conditioning and make sure you are adding oil to your hair, so that if you're using products that strip your hair of its natural oils, those things are being re-added to your hair. So just make sure you guys do those things and you'll be set. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and also subscribe if you're not subscribed. Comment down below. Let me know if you follow any of these tips already. Let me know other things that you guys do to help your hair grow. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.